Did you know? You're not supposed to get rich. No one told you that. But it's true. The system wasn't built for your freedom. It was built for your compliance. You were trained to follow rules, not to build wealth, to obey orders, not to question them, to memorize facts, not to understand money. Think about it. They taught you geometry, but never taught you compound interest. They told you to find a job, but never how to create one. They told you to save, but never how to invest. They taught you how to take exams, but never how to read a contract. Here's a cold truth for you. Did you know that over 60% of Americans don't have enough saved for a $1,000 emergency? That means if your car breaks down or you have a medical emergency, you might go into debt or rely on credit cards. Why? Because the system is built to keep you working, not to build savings. It's not your fault. It's just the way the game is played. Did you know? The average person spends 90,000 hours at work in their lifetime, yet by retirement, the average American has less than $200,000 saved for the next 30 years. That's the real cost of not understanding the financial system. Did you know that nearly 70% of people will never achieve financial independence? Why? Because they're taught to trade time for money. But time is the one thing you can never get back. Did you know that wealth isn't about how much you make? It's about how much you keep. Think about this. If you work for 30 years and save 10% of your income, you'll probably only retire with about 10 to 15% of your ideal retirement savings. Why? Because of inflation. Because of hidden fees, because you're taxed more when you work, and because the game is rigged against you. Let's talk about taxes. Did you know the top 1% of earners pay a lower tax rate than the average worker? Why? Because they invest, because they know how to use capital gains, because they understand tax-efficient strategies. The system doesn't reward hard work. It rewards smart work. And here's something else most people don't know. Did you know that most millionaires didn't inherit a cent? That's right. Most of the millionaires in the world today didn't inherit their wealth. They didn't just get lucky. They built their wealth by creating value, investing wisely, and working on their financial literacy. Think about that for a second. The vast majority of people who made it didn't come from money. They didn't have a rich uncle. They didn't inherit a mansion. They started with nothing and built their way up, brick by brick, because they learned to invest, to think outside the box, and to create opportunities. This is the real power, the ability to create value, to multiply your income, to own your future. They didn't follow the system, they made the system work for them. You've been told that money is the root of all evil, but poverty has ruined far more lives. You've been told to be grateful for your paycheck, but not to question why it disappears so fast. You've been told that dreaming is risky, but never told how dangerous it is to settle. So, let me ask you, who benefits from you staying in place? Who wins when you play small? Who profits from your doubt, your confusion, your hesitation? Did you know you could build a new life from the same hours you waste scrolling? You could learn skills online that replace your 9-to-5? You could invest $100 a month into stocks or real estate, and by the time you retire, that could become $1 million. That's the power of compound interest. But no one taught you that, did they? You don't need to be a genius. You need to wake up. You don't need millions to be free. You need leverage. You don't need luck. You need intention. You've been waiting for permission, but no one is coming to save you. Not the government. Not your boss. Not some lucky break. This is on you. So ask yourself, are you living by design or by default? Are you building something real or renting someone else's dream? Are you free or just distracted? Here's the good news. The same system that traps you can be hacked. The same economy that keeps you stuck can be turned in your favor. If you stop playing the game they taught you and start learning the rules they never mentioned. Did you know you can be the first in your family to break the cycle? To own instead of owe, to lead instead of follow, to live fully, not just get by. This isn't about money. It's about power. Power to choose, to think, to move, to live. Real wealth is not what's in your bank account. It's the ability to say no, to say yes, to walk away without fear. So, next time someone says, just be realistic, ask them, realistic for who? For the system or for your future? You were not born to survive. You were born to build, to lead, to grow, to rise. Now you know. What will you do with that? By the way, if you are ready to level up your financial literacy and take control of your money mindset, don't forget to show some love by hitting like, subscribing, and turning on the bell so you won't miss future videos. See you in the next one.